Okay, my t-shirt is nice, huh? Beautiful. And you're also looking good, huh?
Thank you. Thank
your
you
wife,
very
a wife
much.
of 2.
Yes, I'm a wife. Yes, I have 2 beautiful children. I mean, ladies, you know, they are girls.
Yeah, and then the little one is my girlfriend.
Yes, maybe I'm even yearning to give birth more.
All right, so if you're doing the listening, this is midwife Annabelle Nisenu, and also, you know, working with YouSort Health Services.
Yeah, midwife.
Midwife, okay.
Yes, I would say a midwifery officer. Yeah, it's a ranking, you know, from one ranking to another. And then about yearning to go to the senior midwifery officer very soon.
Oh, yeah. So congratulations in advance.
Thank you very much.
So how many children have you assisted?
Deliveries?
Yes.
I can't count. It's
a lot
enormous. Yeah, there are a lot.
Tell us, can you just tell us how everything goes in there at the ward?
I would say God is so wonderful. You know, keeping a baby within you for almost 9 months, and then delivering the baby just like that. It's just wonderful.
Nancy, where does pregnancy start?
Pregnancy? I will actually say that pregnancy and the semen or the sperm of the man, and then the woman has the ovary, and then it fertilizes. Then you get the baby at the womb. So I would say that, you know, there are so many thousands of sperms that goes into the I would say excuse me to use the word vagina. Even though I'm a midwife, but I can still say that.
Yeah, because you see things. I'll ask you some questions.
Okay, no problem. So when thousands of sperm runs over there, and then it is only one sperm just fertilize the ovary. And then the rest flows away. So when that one sperm fertilizes the egg, and then the egg always it produces a shell around it that will prevent other sperm from coming in. So that one can either be, when one sperm fertilizes the egg, you can even get a twins. If actually you are, sometimes it is hereditary. If that is, I always say that getting twins is a chance. Sometimes if it is
some people say
family,
it's a calculated thing. You could calculate, you know.
That's what they say. But I also believe that I'm a twin myself. But I haven't given birth to twins. Which I wish I would, but so and my twin sister also delivered, but no twins.
No twins yet.
So sometimes they say it's in the family, but it's not compulsory. Sometimes so it's by chance. You know, we are not God to determine the number of babies you give birth to. Some say in a month. They have actually calculated that maybe within this month you give birth to twins. Let's say another month you give birth to twins.
Yes, and if you want a male or a female,
sometimes too. It can either be 2 males, it can be 1 male or female, but it's not compulsory. I see that it's a chance, and it is God who determines it. You know, medically people don't even believe in that, but you know, sometimes we do have to believe in that.
When one is pregnant, what are some of the signs that, you know, pops up for one to know or determine
that the person is pregnant? Reverend was saying that he didn't actually know when the wife was pregnant. But I also think that as a man, you should also know the first time you had sex with your wife. You should know when. Sometimes we ladies, sometimes we keep other things, but a lady can even tell the husband, oh, I'm ovulating. So definitely when you're in your ovulation is when the egg is being produced. So definitely when you have sex on that day at the ovulation, you definitely know when you get pregnant. And then he also said that he didn't know. Another thing too is when a lady is menstruating, and then let's say in the month he missed the period, you should know that she's actually pregnant, or if no other test is being done, then you have to suspect. That's what I'm saying, suspect, because when you miss your period, can be other things, factors
contributing.
So for signs and symptoms of what you call it, pregnancy. It begins from, let's say, the 4th week. So we do this with weeks.
Okay.
We don't talk about months.
Okay.
So when you come to the hospital, we examine you. We actually write, let's say, 22 weeks.
Okay.
And 21 weeks. So we actually deal with weeks.
Okay.
But somebody also always deal with the months.
Okay.
Someone will say 40 weeks is I would say 10 months.
Okay.
When you actually calculate, it's about 10 months.
10 months.
But
okay.
we don't actually see it as 10 months. So we always say it's 42 weeks.
Okay.
So actually, pregnancy starts from day 1 to 1 month.
Okay.
When you missed your period, sometimes you have to do certain tests. Let's say you do a pregnancy test.
Okay.
That is one thing that you need to know.
Okay.
You did a pregnancy test and you realize that there are 2 lines that might show. If it shows 2 lines, it is pregnancy.
That is using a pregnancy
that's a pregnancy kit.
Okay.
That is what you can use. Or either you can also do the ultrasonography, like you take an ultrasound scan.
Okay.
To be sure that there's actually pregnancy.
Pregnancy.
So some of the signs that we have to know is in the beginning, 1 month you don't see anything. You just have a slight cramps. So let's say the week 5. That is when you are about 5 weeks to 8 weeks, which is 1 month, 1 week to 2 months. You'll be showing a little of breast tenderness, nausea, and vomiting. And that's where we say the first trimester. So the first trimester is 3 months.
Okay.
So the first trimester, you have experience of nausea, vomiting, let's say frequent urination. You urinate frequently. Okay. And then there's always mood swings. This is where sometimes most of the women don't want to go back and have sex with their husbands again because they don't feel like.
Oh, well, that's within
that
how
is
many weeks?
5 to 8 weeks. That is 1 month, 1 week.
What?
2 months.
They don't feel like what?
Yes, because of probably what they are going through.
Okay.
You know, pregnancy is not an easy thing.
But you're bringing me on the point to ask this question.
All right, ask.
You know, people are scared having, enjoy. I mean, those married, those of you who have.
Those who are married. Yes.
Those of you have the.
They are scared of
exactly.
Having sex.
Yes, during pregnancy.
Yes. But
should it be?
No, it shouldn't be. But it's because of the hormones. You know, when you get pregnant, an additional hormone, you have the estrogen and then progesterone. Okay. So it means that when you get pregnant, the hormones begin to increase, and then you are even frustrated yourself. Oh, okay. Some women don't want to have sex because whenever they go through, some go through excessive vomiting, nausea, dizziness. They can't do anything about what they want to do in life. So their husband actually coming close to them, they don't even like it. But I always tell my clients when they come for, I actually do pregnancy school for some of the clients. Let's say the first time. Sex in pregnancy is very safe. Unless it's good.
Do you need it?
Yes, please. You actually need it.
Oh, as a pregnant woman? Or
yes, as a pregnant woman, you actually need the sex. Because it helps the fetus as well. Oh. And then it helps the woman as well too. Because you said you have to abstain from sex. 9 months. It's a journey for a husband who can't abstain from sex.
Oh, so is it because of husbands or?
Not because of the husbands that we need to have the sex. Okay. But actually the semen that is being produced, it has something called the prostaglandins. It's an hormone. A huge word is a hormone that helps with the service. And then especially when you are even 9 months or even the time to deliver, you will definitely go on and then have the sex. And then your delivery will be very safe. Wow. Moreover, it brings cordial relationship between the man and then the woman. Okay. Yes. So it is very, very important. Okay. You can abstain from sex. If medically you have other issues, let's say you started spotting or seeing blood whilst you are pregnant, let's say in the first trimester, you will be asked to abstain, but not forever. Okay. Yes, you can go on after, probably when you are, I would say, as you are not actually well, and then you come to the hospital, and then we treat you, yes, then you are good to go. Then probably maybe when there's an infection, there's something called the urinary tract infection, where most pregnant women always sometimes have. When you are being treated, then you are good to go. You can go ahead and then have the sex. But when you are pregnant, there are positions that you need to. There are, let's say when you get to the 9th month, that is the 36 weeks. Some men, I would say they are, how do I say it? They are happy. They want to go on and have the sex. So sometimes they do it vigorously. So when they do that vigorous sex, it sometimes can even abort the pregnancy. That's what I'm saying, that vigorous. So you have to be very slow, and then
as if they are not pregnant.
Yes, some men, when they get to their peak, I would say their peak, they forget the woman is pregnant, and they feel that the woman is not pregnant.
Oh, okay. So
they do it vigorously, whereby it can even
abort the fetus.
Abort the pregnancy.
Okay.
But if there are no medical condition, you are good to go.
Okay.
So 9 months.
Can positions to sex positions or whatever it is affect the baby or the pregnancy?
I would say sex should be enjoyable.
Okay.
So depends on how the woman is positioned.
Okay.
So the woman will actually tell you how she wants the position to be.
Oh, okay.
If
the
she's
pregnant
not comfortable,
woman we're talking about.
Yes. Okay. She's the one receiving. We are recipients.
Yes.
And then it's a man who gives. So we are always receiving everything from the man.
Okay.
So it's the woman who will have to determine the position time she wants to go ahead. If I would say, let me use the word doggy. Yes, there's a position for pregnant women that we use for doggy.
Is that what you prescribe?
Yes, we actually prescribe doggy. We actually tried sitting.
Okay.
Or you can.
All right. Don't go much details into those styles, but yeah, just mention.
So if these positions are not comfortable, the woman is not comfortable with this position, then she can try other alternatives.
All right, so ladies, let me bring you some signs of pregnancy, for you to know that you're pregnant. One of them is you have a raised basal body temperature. You have smell sensitivity, breast changes.
You are actually giving a broad one, but it depends on where the pregnancy is.
Yes, okay.
And
that is the period.
Yeah, the period.
Okay.
Can be 1 month. 1 month has a different change. 2 months, 3 months, 4 months.
Okay.
5 and
up
then
to
so
the 42
they all have different changes.
There will be fatigue. Okay. And then implantation bleeding.
The implantation bleeding starts from the first trimester.
Okay. And what do you mean by first trimester?
The first trimester is first 3 months.
Okay, first 3 months.
First 3 months is the trimester.
Okay.
So we get to the second trimester with a different month.
Okay. And there is also changes in the cervical mucus. Then
cervical mucus.
What's that? What's that one? What's that one?
Cervical mucus. It's a mucus. Do I say? Even if you some will understand cervical mucus, but a layman will not understand what the cervical mucus is. It's like a slimy thing that comes out for the woman.
I see. Okay. So it becomes creamy and stays after ovulation. And frequent urination.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes. Some women do have that.
I see.
But sometimes the frequent urination can also be as a result of a condition.
Okay.
But it's necessary you have to urinate.
Okay.
When you urinate frequently, it helps to wash down our place, our vagina.
Okay.
And then that one too is also as a result of the taking in of a lot of water.
Okay.
In the first trimester.
Okay. And then there's also mood swings. Mood swings.
Yes, the mood swings is there. For the mood swings, sometimes sometimes they're happy.
Okay.
Sometimes they are sad.
Okay.
When you think they are sad, that is where they are happy. When you think they are happy, that's when you think they are sad.
Wow. So it's the opposite.
Yes, it changes.
Wow.
Sometimes the husband might know, oh, today my wife is in a good mood, but no, it might be other things.
And what I have here says that yet again, blame those pregnancy-related hormonal changes for the mood swings you may be experiencing. Hormonal change, I heard you talk about.
Yes, I talked about the estrogen and then the progesterone hormones. Sometimes when, we are just normal, So when the hormones keep on increasing, when the hormones keep on increasing, then there's always changes. There's an imbalance hormones in our system that can even make us angry or sad or happy. And then we also talk about let's say in the night, sometimes you might like pregnancy, you might like something
or have appetite for
something, but dislike for something.
But
when you get pregnant, you might even like it more. Yes. So there's more appetite.
So somebody during non-pregnant pregnancy period would like jollof.
Good. We like jollof.
When pregnant, dislike it.
Might dislike it. Will not even take it at all. You might even go for something else. Some even go for pizza. So I would say it's a craving. They crave for pizza, and then because of the hormones, Rev said that during the night, and it's so amazing that sometimes it's during the night. They ask for food during the night. Why they know you are not going to get it, but they have to get it.
Wow.
Yes, if you don't get it. I've
been told sometimes you would even get what they ask for, but they won't consume it, or they will tell you, oh, I've lost the appetite for it.
Yes, it's as I said.
And tell you something else.
Something else.
Wow.
Which might not be even around.
Oh my
goodness. That when we were learning, we were told that the female the system is actually complicated. So it's the women's system is actually complicated. Even more complicated when they even get pregnant. Ask for things that are not even around. Some will say, I want shawarma. Shawarma, fine, sometimes you haven't even tasted it before, but they want shawarma. And they always say, it's the baby. Yes, it's the baby that is, it's not actually the baby that wants it to. It is the woman. But it's because it's the baby who is growing within. That is making the demand. So it's not actually the baby. Because when the baby is in the womb, baby doesn't actually open the mouth to eat. So it's the woman who eats, and then it changes. It doesn't, like, let's say shawarma, when you take shawarma, doesn't mean that baby will also open the mouth in the womb
take the shawarma.
And then take shawarma. But it has to change. And then baby is being fed with the shawarma all day. And then sometimes when you are pregnant, there's a craving, as I always say. Cravings, like people might even stand somewhere and then they just want to feel the air. I mean, inhale the air just like that. They just feel like it. And then when they don't do it, they are not comfortable. They have to do it.
Wow.
When they do it, they are okay. Some even stand, excuse me to say, at the, let's say, the public toilet. Just inhale it, and then they are okay.
And the number circumstance where they wouldn't, if they were not pregnant.
If they are not pregnant, they wouldn't have done that.
Wow.
But for, let me say, there's something called pica. Or in the language, you say chile. And lots of pregnant women like it. But all these things are not nutritional. It doesn't give any benefit. So even though the craving is there, we always advise.
But can't you restrain? Can't you kind of control?
What?
Can you?
It's just like let's say somebody who is addicted to alcohol, and then you want the person to go off the alcohol. You don't actually let the patient or the client go off alcohol completely. For instance, when you have to let the person go off the alcohol, if the person takes about, let's say, 5 bottles a day, you have to be reducing it, let's say in bits. So if it takes 5, you will take 4, then bit by bit 3, then bit by bit 2, then 1. So it's just like, it's a very strong feeling for these cravings. If they still want to take it, you just have to educate them on the danger signs of these cravings. Then gradually, they will just come out of it.
Okay. All right. So let's see some of the early signs of pregnancy. We have the missed periods you talked about. We have the bloating. Bloating as in
your abdomen.
Okay.
Like becomes a bit bloated.
Like
yes.
Big. Okay.
As Reverend said, the wife, I don't know how she is, but from the way I can
she's just slim like you.
She's slim. And for instance, some slim women like us, we don't have those bloated abdomen.
Okay.
The pregnancy is there, but you wouldn't see it.
Wow.
So
it is true because when you were pregnant,
yes, I never. People always say when you get pregnant, you become, I would say, fat, or let me use.
But is it only the abdomen, not the entire body? Would you say?
No, it's the abdomen. Oh,
really?
No, it can't
because
be.
Some people grow big or gain weight. Yeah.
Because of I would say that sometimes there's certain food they eat.
Okay.
Some like especially like a lot of fats.
Okay.
Food.
Okay.
Food that contain fat and oil.
Okay. Okay.
That is where they want.
Okay.
Oh, so sometimes too, and then if let's say they are obese, is in the family, definitely.
Okay.
They will be obese when they are pregnant.
The other signs are heartburn and indigestion.
Yes. Heartburn. Yes. Heartburns. I actually also went through that heartburn. It's one uncomfortable.
And this happened within the 4th week or from.
Yes. That's the 16 weeks.
Yes,
so 1 month to 12 weeks.
Okay.
Which is 3 months.
Okay.
The heartburn sometimes it's also as a result of the type of food you eat. Sometimes pregnant women, they should I say they eat any type.
Okay.
But we always advise them to eat at a particular time, because especially let's say when you eat pork meat around 10. Moreover, pregnant women, they like sleeping a lot.
Okay.
So you eat pork at that time. What time will this pork digest?
Okay.
And then it's oil.
Okay.
There are lots of oil in it.
Okay.
So in the digestive system, the GIT system will not be able to digest this at that time.
Okay.
You are stagnant. You are just there sleeping. You don't do any exercise at that time.
And then morning sickness, food aversions, and then excess saliva.
Yes.
That one. Excess saliva. Why? What causes that?
It's the hormone. Something called the placenta. Baby in there in the womb. There's something called the placenta.
Okay.
The placenta is what provides blood. The placenta is attached to the woman.
Okay.
And then it links the baby to the mother.
Okay.
Which is the umbilical cord.
Okay.
So the placenta has to also be nourished. It has to be well nourished. So the mother has to be eating well so that it can be nourished.
Okay.
So they eat a lot. And so when hormones also become small, to be able to make sure the placenta is well nourished.
Okay.
Because when you have a very nourished placenta, you have a healthy baby.
Okay.
So it produces a lot of salivation.
Okay.
And for that one day, I can bet you a lot of women go to, but not all. Some women don't have that.
Having gone through all these, how many weeks would it take a woman to finally, if not deliver at home, go to the ward for delivery?
37 to 42 weeks. 37 is 9 months, 1 week.
Okay.
And then the 42 weeks, as I said, is about 10 months, 2 weeks.
10. It does happen.
Oh, yes, it does happen.
Okay. And are they very normal?
Yeah, they are normal.
Okay. Or it has some, factors.
Yes, sometimes. Okay. Let's say we have something called post-dated delivery.
Okay.
When you get to the 42 weeks after. But in other hospitals, we don't have to let you exceed that.
Okay.
Because moreover, the placenta has already done the work.
Okay.
So when you get to about 42 weeks and above, some even get to 41 weeks, and the baby is still not coming, then other interventions will have to be done to bring the baby out. Otherwise, when the baby gets there at that time, there's something called fetal distress. Baby might be, it looks like where he or she is, she's not comfortable. So he has to be, sometimes they will poo even in the water, there's amniotic fluid. They even swallow some, and then the babies. And then they getting distress, they even move unnecessary. The movement, and then whilst moving, their cord can even either strangulate them, and then you might not have a healthy baby when it comes out.
So there are some babies who could be stubborn even in the womb.
Should we say stubborn?
Because they don't stay, they don't position, they are not one position or at a particular position, moving from here to here to here.
Yes, sometimes they.
What causes that?
Sometimes it depends on the position of the mother, how the mother is sleeping. So we actually always advise the women on how they can sleep.
Is it easy sleeping when pregnant? It is.
Oh, wow. Easy. Did you say easy?
Yeah, that's what I want to find out.
As I said.
Are you able to, kind of be turning yourself, anyhow you want it, not before?
Yes.
As compared
to
let's
say the first month, first 1 month, to when you get to second trimester, the second trimester, no. You have to be, there's a particular position you need to lie.
Wow.
On the left side of the mother.
Wow.
The heart is actually located at the left side.
And whether you feel comfortable.
Whether you feel comfortable or not, you have to.
Wow.
Because there's something called supine hypertension. I'll use that word. Where, it helps with the circulation of blood, and then it also helps with the heartbeat of the baby. When you lie, let's say, at your back or supine, it doesn't help with the baby breathing. When you lie on the right, it helps a little bit. But mostly on the left side, yes, the heart rate or the breathing of the baby is accurate. So normally, I always advise them to lie on the left side. But when they get a bit tired, they can go on the right, but more on the left side. Yeah, because it's not comfortable. Moreover, when that one of the signs and symptoms of pregnancy is insomnia. You're not be able to sleep well, or you have sleep pattern disturbances.
Is it an abnormality, or it naturally goes with pregnancy?
Yes, it's naturally, yes. Goes with pregnancy. Yes. Sometimes it also depends. Some women, they work. Some work from day 1 to the 9th month. So sometimes you might be stressed.
During pregnancy, could one exercise? Could one play football? Could one be jumping around? Could one go for jogging?
Why not? It's all part of the exercises which helps the woman. Yeah, it helps with the blood circulation. And then it also helps the woman to go through this.
It's all like if you're pregnant, stay home and sleep.
There's this woman who runs. You remember? There's one lady, I don't know which country, but while she was pregnant,
an athlete.
An athlete. She was running.
I see.
And it is very good. That's what I'm saying. We also advise the pregnant women to go for yoga. I don't know if you know what yoga is. Yes.
Like there's no bones in there.
So it helps with the blood circulation. And then there's something called the pelvic floor. Where you push your baby from. It's also strengthening your pelvic floor. I mean the woman's pelvic floor muscles. In terms of when she wants to push, that is when she wants to go through the normal bed. Some can opt for cesarean section. That's their own option.
Yeah, I'll be coming to that. I'll be coming to that one at the ward. But before I do that, they say whatever the mother does, that's influence the child.
The baby in. Sounds like the fetus, not the child.
Okay. Thanks for the correction. The fetus. So if the mother does like listening to music and eats a lot, the baby will become a foodie.
No, really, no. No. The baby. When you eat a lot, that doesn't mean that when the baby comes out to be.
Because we have a lot of people who are foodie, so maybe possibly
or misconceptions.
And when you are pregnant and you love money, doing business, your child too becomes a business woman. Yeah, I've been told.
You know, there are misconceptions as but
there's no actual fact or science behind them.
Okay. Some do actually happen.
Okay.
Some don't actually, but there's no, how do I say, medical related issues concerning that.
Oh, okay.
But actually, you know, when you eat so much, depends, as I told you, depending on the type of food you eat at the particular time. Your baby can also be big, or let's say a big baby can be produced at the end.
Okay.
So we also advise them to exercise.
So you have to control your diet.
It's just, you know, when you are not pregnant, you know, it's just like how you eat your food to help build your body. It's the same as how you eat the food when you get pregnant. Okay. The only difference is it should actually be balanced. Okay. You know, much more. Yes, balance when you are actually pregnant. Because you are actually
feeding yourself and the
baby and the placenta.
Okay.
Yeah. So what you take in is what
should be more rich.
Yes. It should be very rich. Yeah. So we have something called
what would you say rich? What rich means?
So as I said, we have something called the 4-star diet.
Okay.
First, you know, we always say it's a balanced diet, yes. But now we have changed it to called it a 4-star diet. Okay. So let's say the 4-star diet, the star 1. We have star 1, star 2, star 3, star 4. Okay. So the star 1 is the bodybuilding food. Okay. Which actually has the, let's say, the bankus, the fufus.
That is in Ghana.
Yes, in Ghana, but it might also depend for where the country you are. Okay. And then the second one comes with the series. Okay. Rice, where you have your either maize, rice, wheat, in one place. Okay. And then the other one too is where you have your vegetables. Okay. Your tomatoes.
Ghanaians don't like vegetables at all.
Yes.
I wish I knew my mom when she
was pregnant. Yeah, or someone else.
I don't know.
Maybe your sister.
Yeah, possibly my backbone. I don't know where I was.
We also advise the women to be eating a lot of fruits. You know, there are so many misconceptions.
Apple. Okay.
In Ghana here, people will say that when you eat a lot of purple, it will make your child fair.
Oh, really? That is also a misconception.
That's also a misconception. Okay. So some want to take the pawpaw.
Also, they have
because of the color of the pawpaw, and then some also don't even like okra because they think or they feel that when you take in a lot of okra means your waist will be stiff. I mean, you can't be able to wind your waist up.
Oh, I see.
They have so many beliefs. Okay. And then egg. Okay. When you take a lot of egg, means that you are either you are eating your own babies.
Oh, the egg.
Yes. So you know there are so many misconceptions.
Okay.
But sometimes when you come, I educate you because I would say some tribes may not take something. Okay. Like let me say, some will say I don't take shrimps. Okay. I don't take how do you say lobster? Okay. Or let's say crab. Good. Snail. Yes. Some even say when you take snails, the baby will be leaking from the mouth. I mean, there's a lot of work, but you know, sometimes it depends on the tribe you come from. We educate you, get to know the tribe. Okay. Then we tell you it is safe. You can take it or not.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Now, one of the things I have to get so much is having a big baby or an obese baby, which oftentimes necessitates for CS. Yeah, when your baby is too big for you to go the natural way, then you have to. So, and that accounts from the food you eat. When you overeat, it means that your baby is going to be big. Yeah. Okay, obese. Okay.
Sometimes it's not because of the food. As I say, sometimes can be hereditary. Genetically. Okay. Probably you have obese parents or obese relatives. Okay. Or sometimes you can be conditional, and probably maybe you are diabetic. Okay. Baby can be big. And the big you are talking about, it depends on the weight of the baby. Okay. Okay. We have an estimated, Yes, so we have an estimated birth weight of the child.
Okay.
For instance, you come and you are delivering for the first time. You are a first-time mother. And then we actually take an ultrasound scan. Your baby is about 3.5, 3.6, 3.7, 3.8 to 4 kilogram. Then that means that your baby is a big baby.
Okay.
So sometimes, depend on, you will be assessed. Normally, when they get to about 40 weeks, we assess to see if you can actually go through labor. But because some actually, as I said, when you continue to have sex, it helps to, mature your pelvic floor.
Okay.
Because I know of someone who is the first time who gave birth to a 4 kilogram baby. So sometimes it depends. When you are being assessed and you realize that baby coming from the vagina is too big and it can't even get down, that is why we opt for the cesarean section.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with the last part at the ward. Happenings at the ward, whether or not when your wife is giving birth, the husband ought to be around or not. And then what accounts for the CAs and all that. That will be our last part for the show before we bring everything to an end. But not until that, let me cut out and I'll be right back after this. YouSort Group. Now, you're a pregnant woman or you have a pregnant wife. As 42 weeks or 37